Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's Beer Reviews. Hope you're doing well today. Still in Cornwall, and during my time here I've managed to pick up quite a few Cornish beers, so I'm going to get one of them reviewed for you. This is a beer from Keltek Brewery, and this is a bottle of their Grim Reaper. Very nice. And it's described as a premium Cornish ale, award-winning real ale. This one is coming in at 6% ABV. Described as a strong yet deceptively smooth, this dark amber ale has complex notes of dark fruits and roasted grains with a subtle hint of subtle sweetness, should I say. 6% ABV, 5%, 500ml bottle. Get me words out in a minute. Keltek Cornish Brewery, they're based in Redruth in Cornwall. Says that they brew their beers by hand with care and craftsmanship using the finest whole hop flours, British malts, hand pitched yeast. Ingredients: water, malted barley, wheat, hops and yeast. Little bit of a story about Keltek Brewery. It says in the Cornish language, Celtic means Celtic, a name ascribed to the inhabitants of Cornwall during the age of King Arthur. Many accounts of Arthurian legend tell of a great battle at Camlan in which King Arthur is slain by his mortal enemy Mordred. According to local folklore, Camlan was in fact the ancient settlement of Slaughterridge in Cornwall. An ancient Celtic memorial found nearby King Arthur's stone lends credence to this tale. Been driven through Slaughterridge a few times the last couple of days, and if you're familiar with the north coast of Cornwall, you'll know all about the legend and mythology of King Arthur and all that stuff. I'm well into all that. I think that's wicked. I've actually been down to Tintagel today. I've been to Tintagel Castle, which is supposedly where King Arthur was. What's the word? Where his mum and dad got it on, basically, and created King Arthur at Tintagel Castle. But yeah, that's the story for another day. There is the Green Reaper. Here is this very sort of dark ruby looking beer, kind of a mahogany look to it. It's got a tanned one head, and it looks nice. Can't see much in the way of carbonation holding it up to the light. It's not a madman in terms of carbonation, but that is a lovely ruby looking beer, dark red. That looks lovely. Really does look good. Let's get me nose in, see if we can get an aroma. Oh yeah, wow. Oh, that's a lovely aroma. Wow, that's like Christmas cake in a beer. Cherries, it's like apple, raisins, sultanas. Oh, lovely caramel, a bit of toffee on the aroma as well. Goodness me, that smells delicious. I can't get stuck into that. Cheers. Oh yeah. That dark fruit, that fruit cake really comes through on the flavour. Lovely, soft, smooth, full mouthfeel. Really coats your palate, this one. Oh, that is lovely. Lovely dark fruit, sweet toffee malts, a bit of caramel. But that is really fruitcake. That is a fruitcake beer, like I said. There's a little bit of apple there as well. Very subtle apple on the flavour. I think in the past that's been something that I've found with Cornish ales. Obviously they're kind of more known for their cider down in the southwest. And I've kind of noticed that with St Austell beers in the past. There always seems to be like a very subtle background hint of apple there, like a cidery effect. Excuse me. And this is there. It's almost more of a stewed apple type flavour, and it works beautifully with the sort of sultanas and the raisins. Straight away, dark fruit, cherry, apple, raisin, sultana, lovely toffee malt, It's really smooth. And there's a lovely spiciness to it, like almost like a winter spice. Dare I say, almost like a little bit of ginger on the back of it. That's beautiful. What a lovely ale. First beer I've ever had from Keltek. I picked this one up in a co-op store, which was just down the road from me, because we needed a few bits, and I saw that sitting there on the shelf. I thought, I've never had that, and I'm glad I picked it up. I'm well impressed. Well impressed. Grim Reaper. How do I describe it? Premium Cornish Ale. Well balanced, smooth flavour. Yeah, I have to agree with that. It is very smooth. Lovely, lovely mouthfeel to it. Really smooth, little to no carbonation on this whatsoever. And the slight bitterness you get on the back, it's subtle, but it's more of a spiced finish. It's like a winter spiced beer. This would be fantastic on Christmas Day. The name Grim Reaper doesn't do it any justice. It makes it sound like it's going to be an horrible beer, but it's lovely. It's really luxurious ale. It's really good. Lovely. Dark fruit. So there's apples, that stewed apple, cherry, raisin sultanas, toffee, subtle caramel, lovely smooth mouthfeel, and it really does coat the palate. Very light carbonation on it. Yet despite that, the flavour is lovely, and it looks lovely in the glass as well. What a colour to that. That's a beautiful looking beer. Catching the light's coming through the window behind me, really making this glow. That looks fantastic. I'm well impressed with this. Really impressed with this. Sometimes I really do just fancy a proper good old fashioned English ale, and this is ticking all those boxes. It's a beautifully malty, rich, fruity ale. It's lovely, really good. Cracking beer. What's the percent on this? 6%. Yeah. To be fair, you are getting a little bit of that. It does feel slightly heavy. That is probably the one thing that I could say is perhaps a negative. Might not be a negative for the way you look at it, but it's really drinkable. There's so much flavour gone into it. It's beautifully made, but you are aware that it's a 6% beer after you've had a bit of it. But it's lovely. I'm really enjoying that. So yeah, Keltek Brewery from Red Ruth in Cornwall. They're Grim Reaper, 6% ABV. It's a lovely ale. It's another really good beer. Yeah, I can't knock it. It's lovely for what it's trying to do. It nails it perfectly. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. I'm going to give that an 8 out of 10. That's a lovely Cornish ale. Well impressed with that. So 8 out of 10. Once again, Keltek Brewery's Grim Reaper. If you could find that, I recommend going out for it. www.keltekbrewery.co.uk is probably your best bet, because I've never seen this anywhere in my neck of the woods in North London. But as soon as I popped into a co-op down here in Cornwall, I found it. So the website might be your best bet. So yeah, Grim Reaper, 6% ABV, lovely beer, 8 out of 10 for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you have. Until my next one, you take care.